Hey guys, welcome back to the Mod and Pop Kitchen. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and stay-at-home dad for my 5 kids. And I have 10 items that are supposed to go out today, but I have 2-day handling time and I don't feel like it today. So I'm gonna ship those things tomorrow. But I have a handful of them right here beside me to show you. So let's get into it. All right, so this here is a controller. You can see it says Z controller. It makes your trains go faster when you dial that thing in, and I don't have any trains to test it with, but I sold it as working because I took my multimeter, I stuck the ends, there's a black end and a red end, in the black end and the red end, and I moved that thing with it plugged in to see what happened. And what happened was the number went higher on the multimeter the more I turned this up, so it works. It has the power supply thing with it. It sold for $80, which was right about where the comps were. And I wanted this stuff to sell fast. I want all my stuff to sell fast. So I don't mind coming a bit under the market to make sure that I get a sale quickly. So that's what I did here. That sold pretty quick. It's gonna be heavy. It was $80 free shipping. And this thing probably is gonna get to 10 pounds. It probably will go, it'll most likely go UPS. I got a big lot of these things, like I think it was 16 of these and 2 of these. So you could make an 8-side on one side arch and then 2 straights and then the 8-side on the other and make a circle. These are Lionel, but they're made in China and they're called Fast Track. They are vintage, but they're not super old. Anyway, these came in the trains thing, sold for, I had them for 50. I got a best offer of 40 and I took it because I bought these 2 tubs for $10 a piece 3 or 4 days ago. Well, it would have been Monday and today's Thursday. And I got as much of it as I could get processed. Actually, it's all listed as of about 15 minutes ago. I finished listing the end of it. And I sold the first piece for $130. And you'll see in some what solds, I sold the track. You guys saw that yesterday for $35. That piece sold for $80. This track sold for $40. I'm well into the profit. I don't need to make more money. Like I don't need to be at the top of the market for this to be a very successful buy. I would like it to move quickly so that I can move on from it. And if I'm selling things quickly, eBay recognizes that and gets me more views because they want my stuff to sell. There is this little trash bag. It's a significant amount of trash. So I'll put the comp up here and scroll through the pictures. And I did a pretty significant amount of inventorying this so that somebody really had a good idea what they were getting. I think I listed it for 50 bucks. Anyway, the comp is up there. It's sold within less than 24 hours of being listed. So this train stuff, the investment was super duper low, $20 for 2 totes. I made my money back a long time ago. So I was just pricing this stuff to give people deals. So I got more money coming in, capitalizing on my investment, but I'm also selling it where it's a good enough deal that people are jumping on it, and then it's selling quickly, and then Cassini, the eBay algorithm, is like, oh, this guy's listing stuff that people want. We're gonna drive traffic to his store to see if more people want more stuff, and it's working, and I'm making sales, and that's how this whole thing works. I didn't realize I had a sink full of dirty dishes back there, but I don't care. You guys know my channel is about doing this real, being not faking it. So if I'm in the kitchen because my daughter's watching TV and I got a sink full of dirty dishes, it's life. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I have 5 kids and I sell stuff on eBay, and you're gonna see that. Welcome to the show. But like I said, I have 2 days handling. So I'm not shipping that stuff today. I can ship it tomorrow and I'm gonna ship it tomorrow. Let me look real quick and see what else sold. So this willow tree, I paid like $3 for it and it sold for $10 free shipping. Not a great buy, but I'm so used to finding willow trees overpriced that when I saw that one for $3, I was like, let's go. I didn't comp it, and the larger ones do better. Some of those willow trees you can sell for $25, $30. This one wasn't one of those, and I should have comped it. This train was an engine amongst this stuff. Sold for $40. It's an $80 train. It's almost $100 in the box. I don't have any way to test it. So I thought if it was tested, I'd list it at $79.99. I'll list it at $49.99 or best offer. I got a best offer of $40 and sold it right away. This Wrigley Field shirt is, I paid $4 for it. I think it sold for $19.99. You'll have to forgive me. I don't have the comps in front of me. It's been listed less than a week. I had this lid for a KitchenAid mixer, a piece of plastic that would go right here. If you find this mixer, you're not going to find this mixer very often for cheap, but these sell for good money. But what I found the other day was a bowl full of accessories with a lid for like $5, maybe even less. I think it might even have been $3.79 or something. So I jumped on that and sold the bowl, sold the accessories as a 3-pack, and then this lid, it's a longer tail item. You don't need it to work the machine. And it sold for $15.99, but I made my money a long time ago on that set. And then there was this little Pyrex bowl that I picked up for $1.44, and it sold for like $10 free shipping. That's a better pickup for $10 free shipping if I pay $1.50 for it. It's not a lot of money, but it took 3 pictures to list. I'm going to put it in a box wrapped in bubble wrap. Maybe I have $3 into it once it's shipped, and then $3 shipping, $3.50 shipping. So we'll say $6.50 it sells. I'm making $4 on spending $1.50 in the material I already have. I did want to give you guys an update on, so this is the Legos that I picked up yesterday, and this is just blocks and plates and windows and regular stuff. And then this is mostly Fisher-Price constructs that's not really worth much of anything. What I'm going to do is just weigh this, call it vintage Legos, and comp it. I don't know what it weighs yet. I don't know what they go for by the pound, but this is probably 1.5 pounds. We'll see. But my plan was always to just lot up all the Legos in that thing that were normal blocks and normal parts and some kind of specialty house stuff, and pull this stuff out. And so this bag is semi-unsorted. So these things are like vintage finger puppets, I think is what most people sell them as. And this guy is a classic dog from Fisher-Price. And then there's just some other stuff. There was some other minifigs. And then this is kind of the cream of the crop. I guess this shield probably goes with Jouster Knight guy on his white horse. And then there was this guy, which was the first minifig that we found, but he should be have a helmet. And then this guy is a complete or nearly complete. He should have a like staff, some kind of tester thing. And he's was in there. And then these are listed already. These are from Megatron, Ultra Megatron. They're the parts that get lost the most with some G1 Transformer stuff. So I think they're listed at like $16 free shipping for just. So toy lots aren't always going to yield a whole bunch of money, but if they're older, the chances are really good there's something there. So I found an $8 box of Legos, and I found $10 boxes of trains, and buying them in some semblance of lots, I'm making good money. I haven't made anything yet on the Legos, but I will, because Legos rock. Sold some trains just now. Buyer paid $25 for HO scale locomotive. Oh, so some of those locomotives sold for $25 plus shipping. It was, again, I can't test them, And so I just put the brands together, and I listed that before I started making this video, listed it for $25 plus shipping, knowing that that was what the untested locomotive is worth. And then I put in a bunch of other parts that were from that same brand, and somebody thought it was a good deal. So this is the Goodwill warehouse facility. All of the donations go there to get sorted. Shakespeare sonnets, Hindu proverbs, Proverb Daily Living, I Ching, Golden Words of Faith and Love, the Wisdom of Gibran. Those are interesting books. Tapes, those are all taped over tapes. And those cheap dollar store DVDs. I think the clothes have stayed the same since the last time I was in here. I don't remember seeing this. Pants. I picked up a whole bunch of vintage ladies shorts I did really well on here last summer because they were all vintage tagged and it was summer.
It's not hooked up, but that's like the smallest one every time. You want to swing their fire?
Oh, what is that? Basketball court stencil.
Here, I'll give you a chance to look at this before I...
All right, well, she didn't sell me the basketball stencils because she wanted to try to sell them with the hoop. She said if they don't sell in the next couple weeks, then she'll separate it, and I can buy that separate. It's like $35, and she would have probably charged me $2 or $3 for it. I did get this, and she offered it to me for $10, and I said, why don't you sell me the books that I was looking at and this for $20? Because they take care of me and I take care of them, and we got a good thing going.
A good thing going.
Yeah? Good thing going?
Yeah.
So we are in a different thrift store now, looking through all kinds of stuff. This is kind of their boutique-y area. I don't think I've ever bought anything from back here. Stuff tends to be overpriced and underwhelming. So, case in point. But, like, these are okay, but they're fake willow trees, so they're underwhelming. But I kind of want to be like, I'm gonna find something in here to make a profit, because this is the kind of place that don't make it easy. Because of stuff like this. Like, that is a Hobby Lobby special sign. These are reprint. That is decent, but it's 70 bucks. Also, this is an addiction recovery place, so that's weird. This might be interesting if it's old enough to be any good. It looks like it may be. It's not modern materials. What are you finding, Evelyn? Anything good? Okay. Have it on. So you could do well in a place like this, especially where there are multiples of the same thing. But you could find a Cutco in here, or you could find tetanus, who knows. See, there's a bunch of this Cambridge, and I don't know if it's any good. I'm probably not going to take the time to comp it. What else did you find? No. You have so many baby dolls. We can get the book, but we're not getting the baby doll. So this is 100% of eBay price. I could buy it on eBay for that same price. And I'd probably be buying it from a vendor that it's brand new and knew the history of it, instead of buying it from somebody donated it because they used part of it and it didn't work for them. Like, I get it, thrift stores have to make money to stay in business, and they're not in the business of selling things so cheap that I can make a profit. That's not their point. But when you have something that's not Nest, that's not Ring, that's Hive, which is a generic equivalent, and you go figure out at your hole in the wall in East Peoria, Illinois, hoorah, you go figure out exactly what comps are. This is hilarious, watermelon on eBay. So the highest price people can get when they shop, when people from all over the world are shopping. It doesn't make any sense to use that to put things on your shelf that 10 people might see today instead of 1 million people might see today. Think about eBay and the number of impressions that you get on an item in a day. And how many impressions does that get? Is the full eBay price going to convert? Thinking about conversion rates. Anyway, I'm being whiny, but I just don't understand a thrift store that prices things at absolute full eBay price like they're gonna get eBay customers. So that's the last time I waste time in this store. We did get a handful of shirts, and I'll show them to you, but not only did I haven't been in here in a month, maybe 6 weeks, and there were 2 shirts that were hanging there for $8 or $10 both times that the last time I was here and this time. And I asked her if she would do any better on them, and she couldn't do any better on them because she looked them up, and on eBay they sell for $20 a piece. And that's, I said, well, this isn't eBay. And then I gave her $40 in cash, and she legitimately questioned where I got them. And then, well, I better test them, and took a marker out to test them, because I'm coming into her charity thrift store to spend, somebody that I have known for 20 years, coming into her charity thrift store and spending counterfeit money. So that'll be the last time I spend money here. And I would like to support a Christian nonprofit addiction recovery place, but not if that's their attitude. There are too many other thrift stores where I can make money and I don't get treated like a thief or an idiot. All right, and here we are in East Peoria Goodwill, which has always been a store that's been good to me. But you never know what you're gonna find. But it's Thursday afternoon, so it's not as if, it might even be afternoon yet. So it's not as if there's gonna be a whole lot of competition. I mean, there's a bunch of people in here, but not nearly like it is on Sundays and Martin Luther King Day when me and Levi are out. Could be nice. There are no carts to start with, so that's not a good sign. I'm not gonna buy it, but these chairs can do really well. Is this good? That looks like it's legitimately old. The last one I bought was not. Yeah, we're definitely getting this. Never heard of these. They're Cocoon brand. They're like glasses, full wraparound sunglasses, but they have 100% sell-through rate, and they sell for about $30, $35. We're not having the best time in the world. We're doing okay. I just got the books and the board game. I did check the board game, and it appears to be complete. We're gonna go look at media and see if there's anything over there. I think these things have more cool value than they do monetary value. She charged this as a kid's book, so it was 50 cents. And then Abby got a tote, and those sunglasses are in the tote other than like Play-Doh that she got. So, but I did check the game, it's complete. And this is just super neat. This was our whole day worth of stuff. A little bit of vintage books, some sunglasses, some shirts, this box. It's kind of sad, but if this guy was on the cover, this book would be significantly more valuable. So I don't even understand what this thing is. It's book covers for like your textbooks at school. And this is the Ralphie Macho one, and then the other side. So you would just tear these off and put them over 7 different books with these different stars. Yay, that's ours. Yep. Haven't figured out. It's 1989. I haven't. found any comps on it yet. If I do, I'll put them over my arm there. Evie's hollering at me. Evelyn said to just show you the tote. There's the tote. We paid $2.50 for it. She's more excited about it than anything else, which is weird. But she's a weird chick, right? Did you just buckle your whole self all up by yourself? Yeah. Good job. So that was our whole day thrifting. Because now it's 1 o'clock. We're going to eat lunch. We're going to go get Brothers. I think so quickly, these are the shirts that I got at Teen Challenge. This one, she said, oh, that wasn't supposed to be put on the regular rack. That was supposed to be marked up. And called me a liar for, like, I was taking stuff off the marked up rack. This one, she had 10 bucks on. There aren't any sold comps on it. It's made in the U.S. It's NASCAR. This one, this is an XL made in the USA Illini starter shirt. This one is old school Russell Athletics, probably 80s single stitch, and it's just the number 44. I don't know, who knows what that is. This one I couldn't very well actually call a Les Paul because it's not licensed by Gibson, but it isn't it though. It's a really cool shirt for $2. This is another one where she's like, oh, that should have been marked up. Did you take that out of that room? And I'm like, yeah, I did. You people messed up. I did not. It's a 4X, so it's $2, and it's not as if I would have paid $3 for it. I almost left it for $2. This is one of my favorites. This here, this is a Union Pacific men's XL on a vintage year tag. I don't remember which tag it's on. Gildan, probably like 2010. But train enthusiasts, Building America. Really nice shirt. And then this is the creme de la creme. This one's 10 bucks, but it has been there. I paid $8. It's been there forever. Probably a $30 shirt. Y2K. Really cool piece. In nice shape. And then the back has, I think, exactly the same image on it. Yep.